All righty. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday morning ClubShop Hangout. My name is Rob Gearing. I'm the admin and owner of Traffic Leads to Income VM, the viral mailer, a proud ClubShop Gold manager. And also we have put together something called the Massive Marketing, which ties in Traffic Leads to Income VM and ClubShop Rewards, which we'll talk about on Sunday. That's our topic on Sunday. So look for that Hangout invite coming soon. But today we're focused on ClubShop, and we're working with our partners this morning on how to properly follow up based on our meeting last week. We talked about basics of how to start a ClubShop partner. We got into some of the beginning advertising methods when it comes to Facebook, and when it comes to some beginning emails that can be sent out. There was a nice email example that's given in the partner training that we talked about last week. So if you missed last week's training, if you go to youtube.com/Rob Gearing, ROBGEHRING, you can get caught up on all of that stuff. Today we're continuing the conversation into following up with affiliates, because we left off last week with the follow-up for shoppers that come into your organization. So we're going to get in the screen share here shortly. We're going to talk about following up with affiliates, those who are shoppers but also want to refer shoppers and make a little bit of side income. How do we follow up with those folks? How do we get them in, and how do we ultimately move them to trial partners, which is our goal with every lead, with every sign up that comes into our ClubShop organization. So we're going to touch on that shortly. And if you are watching us, though, I'd like to see who's with us this morning. So if you could click on the Q&A upper right-hand corner of your Google Hangout viewing screen, just click on Q&A and tell us that you're here. Anything else you'd like to say, and then we can broadcast those messages. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can actually join the conversation here on Google Plus as well by clicking the appropriate link that usually pops up on your screen. So I'd like to know who's with us. And during the course of the training, certainly we are open to questions. So use this Q&A to make the meeting more dynamic, to get your questions answered, and to make it an overall better presentation. When we have two-way communication going, it's certainly better than just me talking. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to know what your thoughts are about the topics, and certainly questions that you have. Okay, so with that all being said, let me go to, and we're going to share our screen here for you, entire screen, and click on share. All right, now I'm going to move over to my browser, and I condense my windows a little bit here so that you're not going to see too much stuff other than what we need to look at. So as a new partner in the ClubShop organization, when you log in, you see Partner Business Center. And for those who aren't partners yet, maybe you're a shopper, maybe you're an affiliate, maybe you're a trial partner, certainly stay put, because this is good for you to see what kind of training we do offer and what's to come in your future, or to make the decision if this is something that you're looking for, if this is right for you. So definitely sit back, relax, and take in the presentation as well. So when you become a partner and you upgrade with us, you get the Partner Business Center. So that tells me how many total partners are on our total team, that falls under the jurisdiction of our executive director, which is Scott Cunningham. And it also says what our team pay points are for those 88 partners that are on the total team. And actually, I didn't mention Julia. So Julia and Scott Cunningham, the husband-wife team executive directors. So the pay points would refer to those 88 total partners that are on the team. So that's not only their shopping habits, but that's their upgrades that go into that. So it kind of gives you a glimpse of that. And that's one of the qualifiers when we're looking at moving up the various levels. We talk about your personal pay points, group, and then team, all those qualifiers. The team is really important. So all of us working together does make a difference. I always like to look at that every morning. So the next thing that I want to talk about is I want to go into click on manual and then click on training guide. And today we're going to focus on course number 4, which is partner sponsoring. So I'm going to click on that. Okay, so we're going to click on overview, which is lesson 1. We're going to cover lessons 1 through 4. And the next week, I think we'll do the lessons 5 through 9, to finish up our training series. So clicking on lesson 1, overview. Okay. So the first thing certainly is getting out and advertising. So you may be just following what's been given to you in the ClubShop training. You may be following our massive marketing system that we talk about on Sundays, and you can find out about that in our training blog. And we put some training links up in the showcase for you this morning. So you have the team blog, so that'll lead you into the massive marketing system, and also Rebecca's partner training page is there as well. And if you're not seeing any of that, our team blog is trafficleadstoincome.com/blog/ClubShop rewards. So getting out there and advertising, like we talked about last week, is the first thing. And getting people into the organization. Being a Basic Plus member gives you 5 members per month that come in from the co-op. So that's always a really good option. They may come in as members, they may come in as affiliates, they may come in as trial partners. So it's the combination of your own advertising and things that you're getting from the co-op. And if you're a Basic Plus, you can go in and actually purchase more from the co-op in addition to what you're receiving. Or if you're not a Basic Plus, you can still always go in and get some members, get some signups from the co-op as well. And the nice thing about the co-op is it satisfies the pay point requirements. So you become immediately commission qualified by making a purchase from the co-op, because we need to have 1 personal pay point per month. So certainly being Basic Plus or making co-op purchases goes towards making that happen. So in addition to shopping at the mall, but there are people that would rather get their pay point from the co-op. That's certainly fine and dandy. Okay, so now that we're out there advertising, we're using our various methods. It's all about follow-up, honestly. And as we talked about last week, there's a certain procedure for the shopper follow-up. Getting them welcomed and getting them to their next step, which for a shopper is to take the survey. Certainly, really important. And we give them some pay. You get paid actually for taking that survey. So, that's really the next follow-up with the shopper. And then we kind of periodically continue some follow-up with them. They may become affiliates. They may go further. Maybe not. They may just be happy being shoppers. But the next level of membership is the affiliate. So as we said earlier, the affiliate comes in, and they're sort of a shopper who can also refer people. They have a different referral link than trial partners have. So if they sign up shoppers, members who who do some mall purchases, there's going to be some commissions for that affiliate. So and there's no cost for that. So a lot of people are attracted to that level. Our ultimate goal as leaders and partners is to try to get those affiliates to see the bigger picture of being a mall owner, being a partner, and taking the 30-day free trial for partner. So that's ultimately something we're following up with those affiliates, because they want to make money. They've expressed that by moving from shopper into affiliate. We can show them the bigger picture and more earnings. The big income plan, the $5,000 a month or more plan that we talk about in Massive Marketing Success System, by being a 10-star executive director. So that's our goal. That's my goal for each and every one of you. Maybe you're okay being lower than that, which is fine. But to me, a $5,000 a month income is a replacement income, and that's pretty darn good. And there are people that are going to maybe do a lot better than that. So it's all about what you're looking for in your life, what your personal goals are. So back to affiliate follow-up. I'm just kind of scrolling through the information here in lesson 1. When you sign up an affiliate, when you go to your follow-up record, which we'll look at follow-up records in a minute, there's actually a little envelope that's right there for you to send that affiliate welcome. So it's pretty much all formatted for you. You just have to send it out through your email client, and that's really about it, other than making sure you mark your record that you've done that, okay, because that's what closes out your follow-up. Because when you go to your affiliate, when you go to your I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about, your activity report, and things show in red, those are things that you need to follow up on. So you need to make sure the boxes get checked, that you put a note in of what you actually did. And then we'll talk about setting up our to-dos, our reminders for future follow-up. So that's really important. So back to lesson 1 in our affiliate follow-up. We're going to get that welcome. We're going to get that welcome letter sent out. We're going to mark our record. Then we're going to talk about what's the next thing that we need to do. We want to establish personal contact with that individual. We want to see if they are on Skype. So we definitely do some Skype research, some Skype checking. Mark our record accordingly, whether we found them on Skype or not. A lot of times they give you their Skype information, so it's just a matter of plugging that in, sending them a contact request, and marking your record accordingly that you successfully did connect on Skype. Or if you find out what their actual Skype is, and maybe they didn't give it to us when they signed up, but you do some research and you discover what that is, you want to mark the record accordingly to that effect as well. So it's really all about engaging with this new person, getting them to view a presentation, getting them into our team Skype group, getting them to respond is really critical, and find out what they're looking for. Are they looking for a bigger income plan? Then they really should get involved in the 30-day free partner trial to kind of test drive that and see if that's really something they're excited and interested about, and then ultimately they'll upgrade from there and move forward with us in the organization. So let me move on to the next piece here. Okay, so this is the lesson 2 in partner sponsoring. So let's take a look at, let's go actually to one of the activity reports. So I'm going to come back to Partner Business Center. You go to activity report. Let's see if we can find an affiliate here. Okay, there we go. Let me just put in a few dates here. Start date. We'll go back to the 29th, and date being today. Okay, always check your box. Show only activities that have not been followed up on. And I'm going to actually, you're going to always look at personal. I'm going to look at the entire group. Everything down below, select all and clear all, should be checked. So you get all the possible activities that your new member may have done. And I'm going to click submit. Okay, so let me just kind of get to the bottom of this report and take a look here. So in your activity report, the way we identify a member is they are a code 3. So I see definitely some code 3s here. So you see the little boxes here that have 3s. We'll go to the very last one is Jerry. Now Jerry actually immediately went from an affiliate into a trial partner. So code 10 is trial partner. Code 8 is that they access their business center. Code 11 means they're looking at their trial partner team report. So Jerry's pretty active. Now, when I have somebody who immediately goes from affiliate to trial partner, I'm not going to send a welcome as an affiliate, because they've already graduated past that. I'm going to go and send the highest follow up. So that would be, in this case, the trial partner follow up. That way we're not sending emails that are confusing or unnecessary. But here's a pure affiliate right here by the name of Mokina. So you see there's a code 3 right there. So I'm going to click on the far left red information there. That means this is follow-up that needs to be done. So I'm going to click on that. Open up the follow-up record. So we always should be looking at these follow-up records. First thing I always do is I click the checkboxes, and then I bring up the email template. So this is the welcome as an affiliate email. So when you click that envelope, that loads that up. Okay, so all you've got to do is put that into your email client. And one of the ways I do that is, let me come back to the follow-up record. I'll just click on the live email address link. So there I am. I'm ready to go. So I use a specific email address for ClubShop. And this is Windows Live Mail that I'm using. So you may have a different, you may be using Outlook. So it's different based on the email client. But just a matter of pasting in that information. So we have our new affiliate. I'm going to go find the subject line and come over to the email. We'll put that in. And I'm going to come over to the body of the message and bring that in. And there's really not too much I have to edit here, which is nice. I could if I wanted to. I can add, sometimes I'll add a reference to our team blog, and I'll put that in there. So it depends. I certainly can. But these emails are ready to go. They have your name already inserted. They have the new affiliate's ID inserted. So you're pretty much good to go. And I'm going to go ahead and just proofread it real quick. And it looks pretty good. I always keep my normal email signature at the bottom there. I could take this little part out here because my name is already in my regular signature. The best wishes. There's my sig line. And I'm going to go ahead and hit send. I'm going to actually send this out live so everybody can see. So this is the welcome as an affiliate. And I'm encouraging them in the text here is to click the big blue button from that link that I give them to take their 30-day trial position as a partner so we can get them placed in a line. So that's really what we're encouraging here. I'm going to click send. Get that sent out. I'm going to close off this. And to go back to my follow-up record, I'm just going to put AFF, stands for affiliate, welcome, WEL, send. So everybody in the organization, all my upline, can see that I took care of business. I'm going to click submit. Okay, so that's that. Next thing we're going to set is what's the next follow-up, because there has to be a next follow-up. I'm also going to look over here to the right-hand panel, and did they leave a Skype? No, they didn't. So I would need to do some research. All I have to do is go to Skype, in the search box, put in that email address, see if this person comes up, and that'll give me their Skype information. If I discovered that, I'm going to put that in as a note and hit submit. If the email address doesn't work, then you look at the name in a Skype search. And then you can you could have a lot of people by this name, but then you can drill it down by city, state, and country and make a reasonable assertion that, yeah, this is that person's Skype. Connect with them on Skype and make sure that you put the appropriate notes in, because your upline has the ability to contact them on Skype as well. If you've done this homework and this research here, that's going to help your upline help you and help this person, to get involved in this great opportunity. So always make sure that you're doing your Skype homework and your Skype research, because, it's just like making a phone call to somebody. Skype is a one-on-one connection that definitely transcends way beyond email and makes you something that's a little bit different than most marketers who don't like to talk to people. I mean, I don't want to work with somebody or be led by somebody who's afraid to talk to me, right? That's not a leader. We're all grooming to be leaders here, all of us partners. So we have to get over those feelings, take charge of our team and our organization and our business, and really start getting out there and connecting, no matter if they're in Zimbabwe, France, as long as they're an English speaker, which this person is an English speaker. I can't be intimidated by the country that they live in. We know that we can use Skype for phone calling too at very inexpensive rates. So we have to look at this as a global follow-up situation here. So the next follow-up is we're going to do a reminder. Okay. So I generally set my reminder out. I think the training information says 3 to 5 days. Sometimes I'll go as far as 7 days just to give the person a chance to kind of settle in a little bit. Let's just say 5 days would be sort of a compromise here. So that would be the 11th, some reminder date of 8/11. In my note, it's called the FU1, okay, follow-up 1. And I'm going to hit submit. So when I go back to my activity report on August 11th, I'm going to be told it's time for follow-up 1 for McKenna. Otherwise, there's no way I'm going to be able to remember that or keep track of that, okay? So what is that follow-up going to look like? Well, let's go to our training. Let's go over to the manual, the partner sponsoring course. I think this is where we left off. Okay, let me scroll down. So hopefully we've made a Skype contact. We've updated our records. I'm just kind of scrolling down. Scrolling down. Okay. This training information just mentioning, the use of social networking, the use of having a personal web page that relates to your ClubShop team. These are things that you can get into. Having your Skype profile mentioned. Certainly don't be shy in your Skype profile to say that you're involved in ClubShop rewards. Okay, so the next part is lesson 3. That's kind of where I jumped into the activity report. Reviewing that new prospect, sending out that welcome email, marking the follow-up record, doing research. There's Google research, Skype research, Facebook research, and certainly you can note all these activities. The more the better, right? I mean, I think the more exhaustive you're working these leads, and they are leads until they become full partners and are earning you, money. They are leads. They need to be worked like gold. They need to be, analyzed and cross-referenced. And I mean, that's what we all dream of in this business, is getting good quality leads that we can work with. They're not going to work. They're not going to work themselves. They have to be. That's the myth and the folly of autopilot businesses. Autopilot can get you leads, but there's nothing that can really follow up better than an actual person, and the person that is asking them to move forward. I'm going to want that person to get with me personally, and then I'm going to say at this point, okay, this is somebody that I know will be there when I need help. Somebody that I can depend on. Now I'm ready to put money on the table, because you have to consider many people are out there who have been burned, who are gun shy, who are scarred, and they're not going to just pull the trigger on an email or a web page that gets given to them. They want to know that there's a real company, which we know there is behind it, and a real person. And people upgrade generally more for the person than they do for the company, believe it or not. That is a true statement. Okay, so now I'm on lesson 4, communications with new affiliates. So I'm looking at my checklist here. Send a welcome email and Skype request and post their follow-up record. Okay, we did that. Send a follow-up email and Skype request and post their follow-up record. So what does that follow-up email look like? Okay, so I'm going to click on Learn More. Here it is. So a lot of people say, where are all these follow-up emails? Well, here they are, right here. Not in every situation are you going to get the little envelope. You get that on the welcome emails, but the other follow-ups, you have to find that information here in the training, and you need to take care of it accordingly. So there will be some editing that has to be done with these. Certainly you've got to get them into your email client and whatnot. But what I do is, I'm just reading the top of this. So for my first affiliate follow-up, it says, if they do not sign up as a trial partner or respond to your welcome email or Skype contact request, send your affiliate the email and Skype message shown below. And there's actually a couple of examples here. So this is if they had no Skype. So the first one is a no Skype. The second one is if you did find a Skype for them. So I'm going to assume that I didn't find a Skype for that individual that I sent that welcome email to. And I'm going to assume that it's a week later and I got the reminder to send them the follow-up. So I'm going to, the follow-up 1. So I'm going to copy that email. Okay. Now, what a lot of people don't do that I'm going to show you today is this is what the company wants us to do. They want us to go back to our sent email. I got to go to my Comcast sent emails. So this is going to be the big crux of the training today, the big discovery moment. Okay. I'm going to find that email that I just sent. Okay. And I'm going to hit reply. Or actually, I'm going to hit reply all, because generally you want to make sure you're copying your coach. You want to copy your upline. You want other eyes looking at your information so that if you are doing something incorrect, they can help you. Okay, because we want to be sending out good follow-up. So I always hit reply all. So the same group that I sent the first one to is going to be mentioned automatically in this follow-up email. So I hit reply all. Okay, certainly it's going to Makina, which is good. And then I strip everything out. Actually, I don't strip everything out. But as you can see, what this does is this references to this person that this is the second communication that we had. So this is the original. So I'm going to just paste in that new follow-up. Okay. I get rid of the RE. You know, we don't want that to stay in the email. So it still should say to Makina. Get rid of RE. Copy anybody else that you want to copy. I do read receipts, and I make all emails of high importance because I can do that in my email client. Of course, I've got to change hello first name to hello Makina. M-O-K-O-E-N-A. And it says, did you receive my email below? I didn't see you sign up to become a free trial partner. This just reinforces, you know, hey, really take a look at this. This 30-day free trial is good. Where it says ID number, I've got to replace that. ML 591 7563. Okay. Sincerely, your name has to be changed to my name. And my Skype information has to be put here where it says your Skype name. So look at all the replacement fields. So these take a little bit more time because they're not automatically populated like the little envelope welcome emails. Okay, so I think I hit everything. Again, I could add more if I wanted to. I could. But I'm going to go ahead and hit send so I can follow through the process all the way. And do that. Maybe this could create, hey, what are you sending me 2 emails for, and get a reply, which could allow me to kind of laugh it off and make a good connection here with Makina. So but I don't recommend doing this. You know, again, we're pretending like it's a week later, right? Or 5 days later, I think I said. Yeah, 5 days later. Okay, send, done. So again, we're going to go back. We're going to go back to our follow-up record for Makina, which I never closed out, and we're going to go in and we're going to put, even though it's not the 11th of August, I'm going to put F/U1 sent and click submit, and that's an accurate record. You know, so when that, I can actually delete this reminder. So if this was, you know, if this was the 11th, well, regular reminders that you put in that are correctly, you know, taken out to the date that you are supposed to be doing the follow-up, you wouldn't worry, you wouldn't have to delete anything. You know, that just kind of falls off. But if I would send it out a little early, like I did, I can go ahead and click on delete this reminder and get rid of that. Okay. So again, it's 5 days later. It is the 11th. And there's a second follow-up that we need to send. So we're going to put our reminder note in. We're going to say send FU2 follow-up 2, and that's going to be the 16th. So again, I'm going to accurately account for that. And this time I'm going to wait for the 16th to happen on this. Okay. But if Makina becomes a trial partner, then I can go in and delete that reminder. Not necessary anymore. And now we got new follow-up coming. We have new machinery happening, which we'll talk about next week, how to properly follow up with the trial partners. I'm going to go ahead and leave that reminder in there. I'm going to monitor that. Maybe we'll be able to connect on Skype, and sometimes this process can, definitely accelerate. It's just a matter of, being able to make that connection with the, with the new affiliate. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the follow-up. Well, so I'm going to close the record out at this point for Makina, but I do want to show you what I'm going to do when the 16th comes. So I'm back to partner sponsoring course. Okay. So the next step is send a second follow-up email and post to their follow-up record. So it's really the same process. I'm going to click on Learn More. There it is. There only is one option on this email, so versus the other one that had, whether or not we had a Skype for them, whether or not we had a Skype for them, we had the Skype and no Skype version of the email. This is just one version of the email here. So again, I would just copy the hi first name all the way down to the end of that email. Copy that. Same thing. I'm going to go in and I'm going to dig out from my sent email the follow-up one. I'm going to hit reply all. I'm going to get rid of the RE. I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to make the appropriate edits. I'm going to hit send. I'm going to update my follow-up record. And then what's the next follow-up then for an affiliate? The next follow-up for an affiliate is sending a SMS text message. I think you can send either via your cell phone or Skype, sending a SMS text message, but that's going to their phone actually. As we said earlier, we can use Skype, to make phone calls and send text messages, or you can just, use your phone to their phone, but sending a text message, post to the follow-up record, then making a welcome call. So if I send them the welcome email, 5 days later, follow-up 1, 5 days later, follow-up 2. You could wait 5 days, maybe let's say 3 days. So after that second follow-up, I have a reminder to do a text message 3 days later. Okay, so that comes and goes. Then I make a reminder 3 days later to make that welcome phone call. So we're kind of pushing the phone call out there into the future. You could make it sooner if you like to. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But that's pretty much the whole series of follow-ups. So we have a welcome, we have 2 follow-up emails, we have a text message, and we have a phone call. And that's spaced out, that would be about 5, 10, 15. Then if you do the text message 3 days later, the call 3 days, after that, that's 6. That's about 21. That's about a 21 to 30 day window that we're talking about. So at that point, your upline, like myself, you're one of your coaches. We use group mail where I send out weekly to the entire organization. So I'm always kind of, trying to stir up some activity and stuff like that. But, we certainly want you on the inside with these personal one-on-one follow-ups because that just shows that the whole team is working to, to move people forward and help them, become successful in this endeavor. But once you get to that phone call and you still haven't really gotten anywhere, the person's still an affiliate, they haven't moved over to trial partner. Clearly, they're happy just being an affiliate. That's fine. Your work is pretty much done at this point. And then you're moving on to your other members, your other affiliates, your other trial partners in your organization. So that is then you can continue to read your training, go through the rest of it. We've pretty much hit our half-an-hour point. So again, comments, questions, I'll be coming back to the room to see who's with me today and what comments and questions that we have. But it talks about ongoing communication with affiliates and shoppers, communications with former trial partners who fell off. They hit their expiration and fell off. When a trial partner hits their expiration, they become affiliates and they have the ability to come back again as trial partners. So that's some follow-up that we can do. Following up with your best prospects. Generally, that shows on your activity report who's looking at reports, who's doing things, who's making purchases. These are people that you really want to stay in touch with. There is a membership list, so you can actually look at your membership list by going to. And we'll close out the activity report at this point. We've taken care of that. I don't need this anymore. So, and I don't need this anymore. Okay. And I don't need the partner sponsoring. Well, I do need the partner sponsoring course. There's a couple more points we'll look at. So if you want to look at your member list, right under member search and lists, member search, member lists, you can look at your members, affiliates, trial partners, if you have any merchants, affinity groups, or partners, in lieu of using your partner group report that we talked about in the last training. Now back to our lesson 4. We talk about certainly looking at your activity reports and watching for people that are showing activity. Those are, again, those are your best prospects. Those are people that are connected, engaged. You can also look at prospect rank. So when you're looking at your group report, these are people that are trial partners, though, I believe. Prospect ranks. The higher the number, the more interested they are, the more things that they've looked at. And it gives how the points are determined. So I think we talked about that last week. And I'll show you just quickly again. Under reports and partner group report, that's how partners really should start looking at their trial partner teams. And then you just pick one of your, you either pick yourself, which would be at the beginning of this report, or let's say there's a certain one of my partners that I want to take a look at, their trial partner team, which is part of my organization too. I'm going to look at Kim's trial partner groups. I click on that at the bottom of the box, and there we go. This is Kim's trial partners. So if I look at this line, when we talk about, and these are again trial partners, so affiliates, aren't going to show here, not until they, make that move forward. But there's a person here, Steve, that has a prospect rank of 12. So that's somebody that I would really want to connect with. I would really want to make a concerted effort to get a hold of Steve, because he's, hey, Steve, you have any questions? I know you're really active. You're looking at this. What can I do to, to help, to assist, and to support you, on ClubShop and all that good stuff. Okay, so we're going to close out that. Let me see what else I have in partner sponsoring course for you. Okay, so email status, take a look at that. If they have a bad email address, we can go to our member modification function and actually report that. And I think that's it. So lesson 5, we're going to continue on that next week. We'll get into actual, okay, they went from affiliate to a trial partner. What do I do now? So we're going to talk about that. So that's pretty much it for my training, how to properly follow up with affiliates in your organization. I'm going to close as many of my windows as I can. I'm going to come back and see what I have from comments and questions. So Janet, thank you. Janet mentioned great information shared today. So we'll put that up on the screen for everybody to see. Okay, any other comments, questions? Let me take off the presentation, stop screen sharing. Any other comments, questions? I'll just give it a moment for anybody else that wants to share anything. But like I said, the more questions, the more comments. And that's just that little Q&A button. You should see it right on your viewing screen. When you're looking at a Google Hangout, you have the big page, and then you have the me. It should be in the upper right, Q&A, and that allows you to communicate with me. And again, if you're on YouTube, there's a link that you click on that takes you to Google+, and then you can interact with us as well by hitting that little Q&A button. So really practice and work on that, because the more interaction we have from you, the longer I can do the training and I can get things clarified for you. But if you don't have any questions, it's fine. But it's good to know who's who's with us in these in our weekly Hangouts. Okay, I don't see anything else up on the screen. So again, I'd like to thank everybody for being with us today. Certainly, you can always get with me at rob.gearing on Skype, rob.gearing, and our team blog for trafficleadsteincome.com/blog/ ClubShop rewards. Connect with us. Join us, connect with us, engage. And if you're looking for an opportunity that you know is going to be around, it's been around for 17 years, it's going to be around for 17 more. It's not a get rich quick. It's not a startup or a pre-launch. It's something that you can rely on and depend on. If you're looking for something like that, a great team to work with, and a plan to literally drive it through our massive marketing system, which we'll talk about on Sunday, we're your group. So we have all the tools and all the training that you need to hit your goals. Maybe your goal is $500 a month. Maybe your goal is to get that $5,000 or more per month as a ClubShop Crown ambassador. But whatever the case, again, this is Rob Gearing signing out. We'll see you next week. We will have another training to talk about trial partner follow-up. And for those that are interested in massive marketing, we will see you on Sunday. I hope you have a great rest of your marketing week. And again, thanks for watching.